Hey everyone, it's the Silver One. This is a video born out of frustration and anger. Um, I was really looking forward to editing this video for y'all to show you all of my reactions to this game, Five Nights at Freddy's: Secret of the Mimic. Um, However, in a long story I wish to not relive again, some of my audio files got corrupted, which means I no longer have the microphone audio. Thankfully, the audio files which I lost are the ones for episode 1. Episode 2, graciously, I still have them. I only lost the outro for episode 2. But other than that, I still have the episode 2 microphone audio. So I just have to record that outro in post. I was thinking about just giving up on this first episode, but my lovely girlfriend suggested I could provide some commentary and my thoughts on the game as the gameplay for episode 1 plays out, just so I get some usage out of it and give you all my thoughts on the game, because I have a lot of thoughts on it, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so the first thing we're actually going to talk about, ironically, is the menu screen. I was actually really taken aback by the menu screen of this. I got a lot of what's it called, flashbacks to Bendy, honestly, like really like stylized and whatnot. Very surprising intro menu screen for me, and I was under the impression that this was like the main menu screen. I thought this was just like, oh, okay, it's like a little simple, very simplistic menu screen. Like I could appreciate that. But then I got hit with the actual menu screen. Yeah, that surprised me. My mouth was wide open. I was like in complete shock. Just seeing, like, we actually get to see the outside in a FNAF game. Like that's insane. Like we never get to really see that. I mean, we got a taste of it in Security Breach, and everyone like got wild for that. Just that concept is really cool, seeing the outside of the FNAF game. And then the main menu music is also very ominous and creepy. Very cool. A nice little departure to what do you call it? To like Security Breach. Like, sure, it was kind of ominous, but honestly, not like really dark and decrepit like this one. And then this opening scene right here in the car, driving on the road, was insane. This was an insane opening. I don't know. I just didn't expect it to open like this, like as a full-fledged, story narrative. Like I expected it to open like FNAF Ruin, where it's just like you see Cassie jumping down, and then it's just straight into gameplay. But no, it's like a whole opening and whatnot, where you get introduced to these characters, and you learn about their personalities and all that. So it was just so amazing and cool seeing this opening cutscene where we have our main character, driving on the road. It just felt insane seeing this. Like it felt like an actual full fledged game. Like it's just insane seeing this. Like I did not think Steel Wool was kind of capable of something like this. Like it was insane. So now this is the part where we pull up into the place, and I was not expecting to see what I saw. Which is the outside of the building. I did not think we were gonna see that. I thought we were just gonna get teleported straight in there, but no. We actually, we spawn inside the van. We get our data diver and whatnot, and then it's right there, the whole outside area. Trees and all, shipping containers, all that. Like that was just insane to see, like an actual outside developed for this game. I just was not expecting something like this. It's just crazy. Just like a whole outside area. Wow. And then like you can kind of explore around a little bit. It was pretty cool getting to explore around the outskirts and whatnot. And then that little mailbox thing over there. And then we have to. And then this was also our introduction, or my introduction, to the whole hand system that they had going on, where you have to like the interactivity with your right hand. Very cool. I really appreciated that. It makes the game feel so nice. I don't know. It's just a very nice, appreciated mechanic that I really liked. And then here we get to Edwin's first voice line. I remember freaking out about this. I was like, oh my god, it's Edwin. He made the mimic. Like I did not expect to hear his voice like this early in the game. I kind of expected his voice to be kind of like I expected his voice to be hidden behind like some type of like audio log that you would find, but no, it's pretty prevalent in this series, which I was honestly really I was really thankful for. All right, and now we're getting into the craziest part, or not, yeah, craziest part for me, craziest opening basically, which is their Demotronic opening show. This was insane to see. It was so well like animated and all that, and it was just it was such a treat. The characters, the voice actors did a great job as Mr. Helpful and Miss Helpful. It was so nice, so uh, wonderfully animated. It was just a really good sequence. Such a good opening. I loved it. Getting to see all these like different animatronics, so unique and all that, and getting to see like that old animatronic movement that we honestly haven't seen in a while due to how far in the future FNAF games have been. So it was really cool to just see like that old school type of like Disney World type of animation to the animatronics. And then honestly, this part right here, where he's like, "Step right up, don't be scared," and then it gets like cut off. That was honestly really eerie. Quite an opening for this game, honestly. Really helps set the stage for the darker tone of this game, which yes, this game does honestly have a darker tone as opposed to Security Breach. I think most people were able to see that. And then here's me noticing the Fredbear's Family Diner. The implications that the place is currently open was pretty big. And then we get to that dreaded mascot hallway of horrors, where it's just a long corridor filled with empty mascot costumes and whatnot. You know, the lights and stuff. They all look very creepy, just with their ginormous gaping eyes and all that, just staring deep into your soul. It was something very creepy, and it was really cool getting to see like those getting to see those mascots that I like saw in the first trailer, and just getting to like get up close and personal with them, and just trying to, you know, get a good look at them, really analyzing their detail, and then obviously looking for any cool Easter eggs and whatnot. And then here's us talking to Dispatch. Very interesting character. I'm liking him so far. Very cool that we have like a little guide with us throughout the game. I really appreciate that. I also forgot to mention, I was honestly so glad that our main character has a voice. I was really worried he wasn't going to have a voice, but thankfully he does, which I think honestly adds a lot of relatability to his character and just adds more to the game in general. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not a fan of silent protagonists. I like whenever my protagonists actually say stuff. It just feels more realistic to me instead of just someone mogging or mewing in the face of a freaking creature growling at them. So at this point, we were told to go turn the power back on. So before that, this is me just kind of getting a look at all this stuff. You know, getting a look at all these mechanics and all that, the machinery, the posters, trying to look for any Easter eggs, details. Like I think right there, I see the little mushroom character guy, the mycelium man. There's the, yeah. So just getting to look around a little bit and whatnot before I head off. You know, just wanting to appreciate the detail that Steel Wool puts into their games, and they put in a lot. They put in a lot of detail in their game. All right, here's us leaving the security office, and it's very dark, very. I gotta say, this game is really terrifying with how dark it can be, especially because we don't have like a flashlight, which, man, it hurts sometimes. We just left the office, and now we're going to turn the power back on. But first I wanted to look around a little bit, see if I can find any secrets and all that, side stuff. That is one thing I like to do. I like to look for like the side objectives first before continuing on to the main story. I do that a lot. All right, entering the power room, and then the first thing I did when I got in here was take a look at that costume right there because of the trailer. We all saw the trailer, we all saw the body, and there it is right there. Death in FNAF, a corpse in FNAF, which was really exciting to see. As most people will agree or can kind of say, Security Breach was a little bit more PG, so it was really nice to see Steel Wool take a bit of a darker tone with this game, with the implication of a corpse being in there and like the flies and how the soup was rotten. I really enjoyed that. Here is the pipe puzzle as well, which I really enjoyed. I did not understand it at first, as you could see my hand like turning into right angles. I didn't know it was like a rotate thing. And then here's me figuring out what this does, which resulted in an overflow. And then, we eventually do figure it out and make it connect to the thing that it needs to go to. And then here comes that dreaded elephant jump scare, which I actually missed. I did not see completely what it was. I saw it in the corner of my eye, and that was it. And I was like, what is that? So very scary. Again, I really appreciate the darker and creepier tones with this game. It is so good. I am so in love with this game and the tone and all that. It's so... They found a good balance. They found a really nice balance. Alright, we're pulling up to a pretty insane moment, as some of y'all know who have watched other people's gameplay. We're pulling up to a pretty crazy moment that you will see in a bit. And there he is, baby. The Mimic in all his glory, and there's me looking like a fool standing there. And then he sprints at me. I was not expecting him to run as fast as he did. That scared the hell out of me. I did not think he was a runner like that. I was panicking during this time. So yeah, he just full-on sprints at you. Very welcome addition. I've been seeing other YouTubers out there freaking screaming their heads off due to the Mimic's speed. I really appreciate that. I'm really happy that it runs that fast. I think it creates the same type of anxiety that honestly the Joy Creation Reborn did. Alright, now we enter the elevator to go see a certain clown jester person. We're gonna be meeting Jackie's box. Yep, I said it. Jackie's box. Without further ado, start winding it. Yep, very creepy. And then the animation on this was absolutely amazing. And honestly, it just felt kind of surreal seeing this in the game. I mean, I'm so used, because this is not recreation. This is what people at PAX saw in that one demo Steel had. So, I've been so used to seeing all these recreations and whatnot. So it was just crazy seeing that, It felt surreal, honestly. Putting the crank, or lever, yeah, cranking the thing, and then cranking that thing. And here it is, the moment we have all been waiting for, where Jackie is fucking back. This part was insane. The animation was so good. Look at her. There she comes with her giant arm reaching into the plate. So creepy. And the amount of weight she has to her too was so horrifying. The animation for Jackie is so good. I'm honestly not sure if we see her again in the game, as I'm not yet finished with it. I hope so, because she was really cool. And then obviously her attacking the Digityper very brutally was awesome. And then we have a jump scare right here, little Jackie jump scare above us. Very creepy laugh. And here she is in all her glory. Jackie, the fucking Mimic. It was so crazy playing this, very horrifying. having that creepy voice right behind me. And I just love how much the environment is like changing during this chase, and how there's just so much life to this chase. You know, you see Jackie's hands reaching out from behind you, giving you a sense of urgency and anxiety to keep moving and not make any mistakes. And then obviously the screen shaking and just being stuck in this little tiny area, just horrifying. Having to flip all these levers, and I remember I panicked right there because that lever didn't flip all the way. And then I try to close it, and I fail. I pull away too fast. Oh man, I was really panicking during that part. And then I actually managed to flip it this time, thankfully. I thought I failed for a second, but no, she was just stuck under the thing. And I was kind of just like examining her, just really appreciating the details they put in this animation. Now, when I started cranking the generator is when I realized, oh god, she's actually moving towards me. I think she got unstuck. So I was like panicking and trying to pull this thing. Yeah, just seeing her in the corner of my eye right there scared me so bad. And then I also got scared whenever the vent fell. I wasn't expecting that. And here she is, coming to kill me. Very creepy. Now, again, I'm not sure if that's the last we see of her. I hope not, because she was very, very cool, very well animated, and I mean, we technically don't see her when we fall. So I don't know. She might still be alive, and I don't know. Maybe she's gonna come back for us at some point. I'm not sure. All right, and then we get to here, this little area here with all these mascots around, and the Plinovac on a fountain right there. Yeah, hearing that voice wasn't the best. That was very creepy. I did not enjoy that. Alright, so now we have to repair the elevator using the repair cassette. This part was honestly really cool. It was like a nice little, just a nice little encounter with the Mimic. You know, I honestly do really appreciate having these stealth encounters with the Mimic, because it's just so well done. It's just really good stealth. Like, it's what I really wish Security Breach was, you know? So we exit out the security office, and then him. Yeah, that scared me. I wasn't expecting him to just appear like that. Because, you know, I still wasn't sure how his whole AI worked. And honestly, that dog costume is so creepy. Just seeing him walk around like that. God, they honestly just did such a good job with his whole vibe and all that. And how you can hear like the gargling noises and whatnot whenever you're close to him. The low growling and all that. And then he's going upstairs, which I was really upset about, because that's where I need to go. So this was me realizing that I can actually use those things as distractions. I knew there was some reason you had to click on them. Now that sound, I did not realize that was the sound of the Mimic changing costumes to someone behind me. That scared me. I was not ready for that. I heard that sound, I was like, wait, what is that sound? And it was him moving to a different costume. Very creepy. Added a lot of pressure during this part since it's so narrow and small. Alright, awesome. Now we got the cassette. Now all we need to do is head all the way back downstairs. Easier said than done. Thankfully the Mimic, I think despawned at this point, so I was able to just head... Oh, and there's the sound of him respawning, so I was like, okay, I gotta move. This repair section was honestly really cool. I thought it was very nice and very fun. It kind of reminded me of like Help Wanted. You know, I think a lot of the Help Wanted like repair parts and service mini games are honestly really fun.
Clockwise to raise the elevator. To realign the elevator, use the sliders to rebalance the load.
Honestly, following these instructions and all that, I think it kind of reminded me of a little bit of
And please,
it reminds me a little bit of a Sister Location, honestly. Like, you know, with Circus Baby having to be your guide and whatnot, and like telling you specific actions to do, like, oh, turn right, no, stop moving, the Lord's in front of you. And I guess kind of reminds me of a little bit of Operation.
a learning experience.
I think I remember that Cleanovac actually scared me when the elevator door opened. Oh, and there's the Knight character. Very creepy character. I actually do not know if the Mimic can go into it. I don't know. I kind of hope so, though, because it's really creepy, and I would like to see that thing roaming around. It'd be really cool. Little Fredbear poster right there. More lore implications. Oh, and then we get this audio recorder thing, which was really cool.
Can I borrow your voice for a project?
Oh, what for? I don't even know you. I'm brand new here. Let's start again. I'm Fiona, and you are?
Edwin Murray. This is my dad's place. But that doesn't matter. I heard you were a puppeteer, and I wanted to record your voice.
This was such an interesting audio recording, so I think...
Well, that's great.
At least to me, I believe it's detailing the origins of
you want to record me with
Edwin's relationship with his wife,
It's a new type of
Fiona.
audio cassette recorder.
I've never seen one like that before.
I made it. It's part of this new system I'm working on. Just speak into the microphone and it'll be sent to me like a work memo. The message will be recorded on a tape drive so that I can listen to it when I get back to my desk on the other side of the building.
Oh, that's incredible. What do you call it?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought of a name yet.
Well, how would you describe it in one word?
I guess I would have to say helpful. Yeah, at its core, it is helpful.
That's a great name, and I would be delighted to help. What kind of voice should I do?
Real quick, just going back to the moon thing, trying to see if there's anything new I can do. I don't think there was anything new I can do. I haven't found that many collectibles
yes,
yet.
That used to be.
Well, that's great. Do you mind if I...
Alright, and here we go to see our man. I actually do not know what his name is. I know everyone keeps calling him Maestro Music Man. I don't know if he actually has an... Oh, wait, no. He does have a name. It's just Big Top. Yeah, okay, Big Top. That's his name. Big Top. Right, I remember seeing the subtitles. Yeah, this is a little... this is leading up to our first meeting with him. Yep, here we go. Big Top's Carnival. Yep, there we go. The name's right there. So it's very interesting that people could, like, rent him out and whatnot. That's very interesting. Alright, another pipe puzzle. Also, I think this is when I found out for the first time that the pipe puzzles are actually timed. I don't think I actually knew that, as you saw when I opened the thing and I took the long break. And I was like, wait, why did it start going? And it's because they're timed. I did not know they were timed. I just got lucky with the last one. Alright, look at that, our ticket. And then there's the hand. That scared me during playing the game. I was really excited, and I was cautiously excited. We get our ticket, and we hand it to him. And I think we hear his voice in a bit, too. It's very, honestly, really cool voice.
Tickets, please.
Yeah, it's honestly a really cool voice. I like it. And then we actually get to see what he looks like. I wasn't expecting him to look like this. I did not think he was going to be like this ticket booth character, you know? I didn't expect him to just be a ticket booth. I thought he was gonna be like a DJ Music Man, like actual spider thing, which I don't think would have made sense. So I think it's really cool what he was instead. And then like everyone predicted, well, I'll talk about it in the next episode. But yeah, so that is the end actually of this episode, episode 1. Well, that's all the gameplay from my recordings of Secret of the Mimic, at least for the episode 1. Um, I do still have the audio files for the sequence that happens right after this. Thankfully, episode 2. I'm only missing, like I said, the outro, so I have to, re-edit that. But yeah, so I'm honestly, it's really sad that I lost the audio files for episode 1. It does really hurt, but I think it's good. I think it's okay. Like, yeah, I lost some of my reactions, but it was such a relief seeing that I have episode 2, because episode 2 honestly gets really crazy. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit like, and please subscribe so you can get notified whenever I drop my next episode, where, fingers crossed, I hope I do not mess up the audio. Let's not jinx it.